GCF stands for a greatest common factor. So before I teach you a procedure, let's just really understand the concept of what a greatest common factor is. If you remember in the previous video, a factor is two numbers multiplied together gives you another number. So these two are factors. These are factors of 12. And then, of course, we understand what common mean and what's greatest. Now, what they're asking is, what is the greatest common factor of two numbers? So let's say 16 and 20. So in the previous videos, we found out the factors of 16 were 1 and 16, 2 and 8, and 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Then we also want to find the factors of 20. 1 and 20, 2 and 10, 2 times 10 is 20, 4 times 5 is 20. So these are all the factors of 20. Now, the greatest common factor between these two numbers, let's look. So, greatest number that they have in common. So all of these are factors, and what do they have in common? They have 4 and 4 in common, and 2 and 2 in common, and of course 1 and 1 in common. But they want the greatest one. So your greatest common factor would be 4. 1, 2, and 4 are common factors, but we're looking for the greatest common factor, which is 4. So your GCF is 4. It's important to understand the concept of what factors are. And then I'm going to show you a procedure that's a little bit easier than what we just did here. If you recall, when we were doing prime factorization, we had one number, we found the prime numbers, and the other. For GCF and LCM, you can put them together and choose the smallest prime number that will go into both 16 and 20. And if you like, you can actually just put your prime numbers up here so you know which numbers you could choose from. Typically, it's 2, 3s, and 5s. So 2 can go into 16 8 times evenly, and 2 can go into 20 evenly. Remember, the prime number has to go into it evenly. Now we look at 8 and 10. Again, 2 can go into 8 4 times, 2 can go into 10 5 times. Okay? Now, are there any other prime numbers that can go into 4 and 5? No. So that means we're done here. So all you have to do is just circle the sides that are all the prime numbers that went into 16 and 20, which is 2 to the second power is equal to 4. And that is your GCF. This is a much easier way to find your GCF rather than list all the factors out, find what's in common, and then find what's the greatest one. But it's important to know this concept, and then we have a much easier procedure to find it. So make sure you stay for watch the next video on LCM.